All right. So, shoot, I hope I got this correct here. All right, let's see. Do I have a live stream? One second, guys. If you're here with me, let's see. All right, let's see if this is working. Um, okay, one more sec, guys. Um, all right, I think I've got this figured out. All right, cool. I see the chats and stuff now. So, what is up, guys? Thanks for joining. Actually, we turn my volume down there, and let me see if I can make one setting here on the chat. Um, all right, one more sec. Just getting some of the technical stuff set up here. So, yo, what's up? This is Ryan, Happy Healthy Vegan. Thanks for joining here. And I'm a little under the weather. Been feeling under the weather for a couple days, so just bear with me here, and let's just try to have some fun on a Friday evening, assuming you're not already in the next day, Saturday. Anyway, so let's see. Whew, all right, got all the technical stuff. So I assume you guys can hear me, right? If you can't hear me, let me know. I think I see the microphone level there, so I think we're cool. I'm sure you guys would be telling me too that you if you couldn't hear me. So thanks, Kathy. I'm trying to feel better. Thanks. Um, yeah, just been it's been I've just been really kind of extending myself a lot um the past week or so basically. So I kind of set myself up to get sick, unfortunately. Kind of a perfect storm. So anyway, guys. So cool. Well, thanks for joining here. Thanks for joining. Saturday in Australia. See, I knew I couldn't say Friday evening. So anyway, um, so yeah, anything you guys want to talk about? We do a little chat here. I'm not sure how long I'm gonna be able to do this, with my cold and all. This is the best I've been able to talk for the past couple of days. So we'll see. We'll see how much energy I got, how I'm feeling. So yeah, cool. I'm glad you guys can hear me, and thanks for the best wishes there. Yeah, we have a meetup this this Sunday in 2 days here in Long Beach. It's on our Facebook event page. It's well, we'll be playing our vinyl records. We'll be there. It's our first meetup of the year. Hopefully, I'm going to be well enough to attend it. So we'll see. I feel better today now than I did earlier this morning. So hopefully, my health will continue to improve over the next 48 hours. But I've just been taking care of myself. Thanks. I've just been chilling. Pretty much a lot of sitting around watching sports, just chilling out basically. So what are you guys talking about here? What are you guys talking about here? What is my opinion on the validity of name the trait argument in concern to veganism? I think I got it right. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is it like what trait or what attribute or what thing is it in meat eating or what have you that you can't get in veganism? I'm yeah, I mean, I don't know. I haven't thought about it too hard, but I mean, it's a variation of what I like to tell people. Like, what am I missing out on? If I'm eating tons of plants, and not eating animals. It's really I'm actually gaining way more things, as you probably heard me say before. People think, oh, a vegan diet's all deficient, but most Americans are deficient in potassium, fiber. I'm talking like 98% of all Americans and Canadians and British and Australian people. How many people are really deficient in protein, vegan or not? So yeah, there's pretty much nothing lacking on B12. It's a joke if you think animals have B12. It's a soil microorganism, and most animals eat B12 fortified foods. So it can keep going on and on. I don't see what is lacking in a plant-based diet. Do I think coconut oil can clog up the arteries? Asked Dr. Zayas. Um, I have talked about how after I got my about what last October I got my blood test results, and I did have like some I ate a pint or split a pint with Angie of the vegan Ben and Jerry's Cherry Garcia about 4 days before, and my cholesterol was 190. Still under 200, but higher than it typically is as a whole food plant based vegan. So yeah, it does raise your assuming that was what caused it. Maybe there's some other factor, but yeah, there's coconut oil in the dairy-free Ben and Jerry's. So will it clog up your arteries? Well, here's a test I want to get done. I heard of it on the Rich Roll podcast. Dr. Joel Kahn was talking about it, a heart CT scan. So this gets rid of all the BS. If you just want to see how your arteries are doing, you just go in there and they do a CT scan on your heart, and they can tell you exactly how healthy your heart is. So, so we'll see if that 190 cholesterol reading that one time means anything. So I'm thinking about doing that. I just got to find how much it costs to get in California. So let's see. I'm kind of getting warm with my heater on here. All right, so let's see any more questions here. I'm going to try to answer you guys. If I skip any of your questions, guys, you have to just kind of bear with me. I'm only can answer so many at a time. What do I think about lectins? I really don't think about lectins. Hey, Boise triathlete, Dr. Greger says cooking oil is a red light food. Bad news. Yeah, we don't cook with oils, coconut oils. Just it's in some stuff we have, like some of the vegan ice creams. But since we don't eat them all the time, it's pretty rare. Yeah, I really doubt having the occasional Ben and Jerry's or whatever or Nadamu is really going to shorten my life, Andy, since I'm already eating really healthy whole food plant based diet mainly. What do I think of bivalves like mussels and other shellfish? A lot to be said about their nutrient density. Well, ignoring the fact that they have meat basically. I mean, they live in the ocean. They suck up all the pollutants in the water. So maybe it's like eggs. Eggs have nutrients in them, but they also have saturated fat and cholesterol. I'm sure there's some nutrient in heroin, probably, right? It comes from opiate plants, plants in nature. I'm sure there's some nutrient in heroin, but it's also super addicting. So, I mean, sure, I guess there's probably something healthy in a bivalve. I've never researched it, but I'm sure there's some really unhealthy stuff that goes along with it. So that's something to think about. A lot of people just think about the good stuff in something and completely ignore the bad stuff. Like, oh, we got to eat fish. Well, if you can find a fishery that's not it doesn't have contaminants in it, maybe we can have a discussion. But as I've shown many times, there is no fishery. You can eat a fish from anywhere in any fishery in the world, and it could be contaminated with all sorts of nasty stuff. Yeah, I do have a cold, Leah. I'm just trying to get over it. Hopefully I will be better for our meetup on Sunday. Let's see. Yeah, Jasmine, clams exist as water filters, and we know the ocean is more polluted and contaminated now than it's ever been in the history of man. So why in the world would you want to eat a filter to the polluted ocean? Seriously, think about it. Think about the trade-off there. Cool, Kathy, you feeling good since you've gone vegan? Awesome. Let's see. The argument, Austin, that plants have feelings too. It's silly. They just like to say that to kind of make them feel like it's okay to eat meat, because animals obviously have feelings. We all know that. But ask them, how can a creature, a plant or an animal, have any kind of feeling when it has no brain or central nervous system? And here's a really gross argument, a thought experiment you could put forward to your friends. Say, it's obvious that you have thoughts and feelings, friend, but what if we were to put you in surgery and remove your brain and your central nervous system? I know this is a horrible thing to contemplate, but it's a thought experiment. Once you woke up, do you think you would have any emotions anymore, any thoughts or feelings? Do you think you'd be sentient even? No, of course not. So it's just a silly argument. Like, really, they have thoughts. Like, plants can feel anger, they can feel embarrassment, they can feel joy, they can feel disappointment, they have anxiety. I mean, this is just people projecting human emotions onto plants. It's absurd. They can find one creature on this planet that has feelings, thoughts, and emotions, that doesn't have a brain or central nervous system, I'd love to hear about it. But it's just a silly argument that meat eaters love to just pull out of their butts to justify, oh, plants have feelings, obviously, and animals have feelings, obviously. What's the difference? Um, so let's see what else you guys talking about here. Oil of oregano, Leah. Huh, if I had some, maybe I'd give it a shot. I don't have any oil of oregano here to try. Let's see. What do I do about pest control? Ants, flies, etc. in the house. Flies, I try to usher out if I can. Ants in the summertime, it's just pointless. I mean, here living like by, close to the beach in Southern California, you get ants. I mean, I'll just turn on the tub and ants will come out of the pipe, the water. There's nothing I can do. So, I don't kill them. I don't go out of my way to I never buy Raid or any chemicals, anything like that, because those are toxic to humans as well. They're like, nerve agents basically, but made for bugs, but they're effective on pets and humans too. So no, I mean, but yeah, a bug or two will get killed, especially in the summertime. But like I said, I try if I can to not harm any bugs. But in summer here by the beach in California, it's unfortunate. Ants are gonna get caught in things. Like I said, they're in the sink. They come out of the pipes. There's nothing you can do really. What about rats? Fortunately, knock on wood, don't have any rats. I had a compost bin in our yard for years, like maybe 5, 8 years, a long time. And finally, a couple years ago, the rats found it. So instead of trying to kill the rats, we just got rid of the compost bin, just threw away all the compost in there. And slowly but surely, the rats had no need to mess with our house anymore. So yeah, just try to not create the situations or problems that track them. Let's see. Do I eat cashew nuts, William? Yes, totally. I love cashew nuts. Yeah, I love all sorts of nuts and seeds. Yeah, I'll get cashews from time to time. You guys know I love my pumpkin seeds. I have them pretty much all the time. Walnuts. I get all sorts of nuts. The deal with fluoride. You can read all sorts of stuff about fluoride. I happen to be of the opinion that it's not necessary to have in our water. It doesn't act like it's a disinfectant. Our plants don't need it. Our dishwashing doesn't need it. Our clothes washing doesn't need it. If you really want fluoride, use a fluoridated toothpaste. I don't even use that. So I have a water filter that gets rid of fluoride. I'm of the opinion, no, fluoride is just, it's not even like a medical grade fluoride that they put in the water systems too. It's like an industrial grade. It has no business being in there. It just sounds really gross. And I don't understand why municipalities are so gung-ho on putting some kind of gnarly chemical in all of the water. I mean, the intention again is for people's teeth, but again, why don't they just use fluoride toothpaste, which they do anyway? It's just silly. I just think there's something else going on. It just seems like such a waste of everyone's time for cities to put fluoride in the water. Like, if you're going to brush with fluoride toothpaste, do it. Most people do. I just happen not to. I'm not drinking Alex Jones Cool. I've been following this practice for, I haven't used fluoride toothpaste in maybe like 10 years or something like that. The reason for hair loss when going vegan? What are you talking about, Jay? What are you talking about? I'm 50 years old, hair loss? What are you talking about? I did do a rebuttal to a British hair doctor who claimed that she was seeing lots of vegan girl patients who were losing hair. And all the reasons that this hair doctor gave for it were completely bogus. The lack of protein, which is all these, the typical deficiencies and arguments against veganism they hear from anyone. In fact, the only reason for hair loss typically is that people aren't eating enough food. I mean, they're not getting enough calories. And a lot of these girls that are coming to our clinic, I'm sure, are into dieting and stuff like that. So there's probably something else going on. I mean, if you're going to lose hair, you're going to lose hair. If it's in your genetics, it's in your genetics. So you can have twin brothers, one vegan, one meat eating. And if the genetics says you're going to have hair, you'll have hair. If your genetics say you'll be bald, you'll be bald. So that is just nonsense. Anyway, any new Monsanto videos in the works? Yeah. Yeah, I listened to that podcast too. That I think it's the most recent one on Rich Roll with that doctor. Yeah, he just gave a just the most condemning response about why GMOs are bad. I mean, just the whole. If you just look at it, who cares if you like GMOs or not? I mean, would you rather have your food grown via a process of chemical growth? I mean, it's all chemicals, a chemical fertilizer, chemical fungicides, pesticides, or would you rather have your food come from soil growth, getting nutrients from the soil? It's chemical farming or soil farming, the way it's been done since time immemorial. Just think about that. It's not even get GMOs in the question. But once you have the Monsanto GMO program, at least, you're doing chemical farming, which is insane. Like, how can that be anywhere as healthy for people and the planet as non-chemical farming, soil farming? It's just silly. Oh, he made a video about me. Poor guy. I guess maybe he's butthurt that I made a video about my ancestors ate meat, therefore I must eat meat. So he can say whatever he wants. He's just trolling. I'm not even gonna watch it. Screw him. So yeah, but you're right, UFO passenger. Eventually, not eventually, it's already starting to happen. Like, vegetables will be just as not good for you as processed food. Yeah, someone wants us dead, or I don't know if they want us dead. They're just thinking about profits and really not really concerned about the consequences of achieving those riches. It's just like they want to control the food supply and the money that goes along with it. And if people are living less healthy lives and if the planet's less healthy, who cares? We got all the money, right? So that's probably what's going on. I don't know if there's some grand conspiracy to kill people. It may seem like it at times. I know what you're saying, but anyway. Best vegan running shoe for women, Bauhaus Cure. I haven't tried every vegan running shoe, but you guys know I'm really hip on my Ultra running shoes, ALTRA. I have a pair of ones, which are really minimal, really thin soled, and I have a pair of Instincts, which are like a little more cushioning. So take your pick. If you already have a lot of experience with thin running shoes, get the ones. If you don't, get the Instincts. And they have new shoes since I've got those too. I'm really cheap and frugal. I like to wear my running shoes out. Like my Nike Frees that I bought in 2012. I think they have over 2,000 miles. They have holes in them, but I save them for when I run on dirt because they work great for that still. A new study just came out linking bacon to cancer. Well, that's been known for ages, right? I mean, so much so that the World Health Organization proclaimed bacon a class 1 carcinogen, all processed meat. But if there's a new study, it just confirms that. So I wonder how Unnatural Vegan will react to that, huh? Anyway, Marianne, you said you're around my age and your hair has gotten thicker and healthier. See, there's no thing thing about going vegan and losing your hair. I mean, you could. It just may have happened anyway for some people at that point in their life, but there's no cause and effect. There's nothing inherent about vegan diets and losing hair. I mean, if so, I should be bald now, right? I mean, come on. Let's see. Oh, thanks, Mark. Thank you. Oh, I did say UV. I probably shouldn't have said. I just get pissed off when I think about how she was fighting me all that time about, oh, vegans don't think meat or bacon causes cancer, and making me sound like I'm an idiot for saying that, despite there being so much science supporting that point of view of mine. And then a month later, the World Health Organization comes out with their report about meat in general being a class 2A carcinogen and processed meat being a group 1 carcinogen. So it just shows I'm not crazy. What specific brand names of supplements do I take? Kind of stupid. I don't really take any supplements really other than a B12 spray that I don't need to take. I just take it to be a good example for you guys. So let me go Google it here. My B12 spray. It's like B12 spray Garden of Life, I think it is. Let me look here real quick, guys. Yeah, Garden of Life, Kind Organics, B12 spray. So that's it. Garden of Life, Kind Organics, B12 spray. Not sponsored or anything like that. Just that's what I take. I get it on Amazon. In fact, I just got a different brand. I was shopping at a chain out here called Mother's Market on the West Coast, and they had their own. I think it was their own. Anyway, I got some there a couple days ago, so I'll see how that goes. Yeah, I'm sorry about the reflection of my glasses. I didn't at the time when I got these glasses have I don't think I had a YouTube channel, so I didn't pay the extra $100 to get them glare resistant or whatever that's called. So Sorry, guys. um, so yeah, I mean, do you have to take a B12 supplement as a vegan? I don't know. Dr. Greger is kind of the one that convinced me. He really says, it's relatively cheap and you got nothing to lose, so you might as well take one. I go, he's right. He's totally right. There's really nothing to lose other than, $10 every 3 or 4 months or something like that. So I figure, why not? And it's also, I can be a good example to you guys. Why not? If that's the worst thing I got to do as a vegan, the most unnatural thing I have to do to be a vegan, so be it, gosh, it's not that big of a deal. People say, well, if you have to take a sup, how can your diet be healthy if it's not natural? I mean, first of all, I don't have to take a sup. My B12 levels were already like in the upper 400s, I thought, before I ever started taking a supplement. But it's not like, the whole vitamin industry, the supplement industry is created for vegans, right? It's for meat eaters. So it's silly. And in fact, you see most of these meat eating dudes like, Chris Kresser and stuff like that, the ones who say vegan diets are deficient, they have a whole like million supplement products they offer. So how healthy is their diet, if they're selling all that crap? So anyway, thoughts on cryptocurrency. It's high risk. So only invest what you can potentially never see back again. Hopefully that won't be the case. I have a little bit. I have like a quarter of a Bitcoin and a quarter of an Ethereum. So, I'm not too, I kind of follow what's going on, but I don't like wake up and look at the price or anything. I just, hold on to it for a while and see what happens. Let's see. What are you guys talking about here? Hey, Thunder Bay personal trainer, what's up? Yeah, everyone should just take a B12 sup. I mean, it's a soil microorganism. And since our food system is not like what it used to be, it's, everything's more clean and rinsed and washed now. We're kind of losing touch with the dirt. I have a theory. It's not supported by any science whatsoever. So no one quote me on this, please. All right. I'm just telling you something I do. I do a lot of gardening. You guys know I have I grow some veggies out front. And, I have to like manicure other parts of my garden, not food growing bits of my garden. Like, this time of year, I have lots of grasses that grow and I have to pull them out or else it'll be a field of grass. So I'm always getting my hands dirty. I'm touching the soil and I'm sure some of it gets inside my fingernails and maybe I get some B12 in that way. I don't know. I said, I have no idea, but I'm out getting dirty is what I'm saying. That's part of what the disconnect is for many people in modern society. They're not getting dirty. So I get dirty. Nothing wrong with getting dirty, guys. It's just my personal little anecdote there. Tip from Bradley the Wolf. Thanks, man. For breakfast, you said you eat a tater tot burrito, which is basically tater tots wrapped with tortilla. Does this make a good weird breakfast meal? What is a tater tot exactly? It's just a round bit of a potato. If it's not really processed, sounds awesome. A tater tot burrito. Yeah. Want to come over here and make me one of those? That sounds pretty cool. I'll definitely eat that if it's what I think it is, Bradley. It sounds cool. Yeah, I mean, I like breakfast burritos. In fact, that's if you're in the Long Beach area Sunday at our meetup here in Long Beach at 4th and Vine. I think it's 11 to 4. It's at a bar, so you got to be 21. But there's going to be Mexican breakfast food. We're talking huevos rancheros and breakfast burritos. So if you're around, come by. It's on our Facebook page. It's an event we made on our Facebook page. It's our first meetup of the year. Thanks, Michelle, for the health wishes there. Hey, Byron. You bite your nails, that picks up germs to boost your immune system. Yeah, why not? These little things, they can't really hurt, right? Maybe they work, maybe they don't, but most people are just way too clean. Always washing their hands, putting antibacterial stuff on, trying to be all sanitized, and for what point? A tater tot is a fried potato. Okay, so yeah, fried is not the best way to eat a potato, I'd venture, but hey, it's, I don't think in the end that's going to take any months or days off your life when you get down to it, right? It's not going to cause you to get heart disease or a stroke or anything like that. Yeah, great tip there. Yeah, put some beans in there as well, as Byron suggests. I like that. Yeah, now we're talking. And if you can, maybe throw some spinach in there. Maybe saute some spinach or some raw spinach or some greens in there. That sounds great. That way you can get a few more nutrients then just from the tortilla and the potato. I mean, how long does it take? If you're frying the potato, I guess it's already fried, huh? Anyway, yeah, just put some greens in there too. Why not, Let's see. What do I do with my hair? Nothing really. I mean, Angie's got me a few deep conditioning products, hair restore, because my hair did get dry over the past couple years, split ends and stuff like that. But I haven't really been doing much. Just trying to. I do have coconut oil, and often when I've been going to the gym, I put my hair back so I can play basketball, and I'll put coconut oil in there. Is authentic Chinese food healthy? Usually Chinese food has a lot of oil. Maybe, maybe at the nicer restaurants there's less oil, but I don't know. I mean, I'm Chinese. I've seen lots of Chinese restaurants, and there's usually a boat ton of meat. So you got to avoid the animal stuff. So that in itself doesn't make it healthy. But yeah, if you just stick with veggies and rice and avoid the oily stuff, yeah, it can be extremely healthy. So again, all depends on what you're getting. As Chinese food is such a broad category. It depends on the actual specifics. Do I use veganase? On occasion. I thought we had the Just Mayo from Hampton Creek for a while there. Right now and for a bit, no, we haven't had any vegan mayonnaise products in our fridge. Don't really need them. There's a recipe in Angie's book, Keep It Carb Baby. Where is it? Shit, I don't see it. There it is. Keep It Carb Baby. Let's see if there's a picture. There's a chickpea salad sandwich in here, and see if I can find it. Bop, 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 bop. Let's see. Oh, here it is. This chickpea salad sandwich recipe. I mean, sometimes when we make it, we'll put a little spread the bread with some vegan mayonnaise, but we haven't done it recently, and it tastes just fine. So it's all up to you. I just figure I don't need the extra fat and oil and stuff like that. Have I ever dabbed or been dabbed on? What does being dabbed on entail exactly? We talking drugs or something? Anyway, talk about oil. No, we don't cook with oil. On rare occasion, though, and we've talked about this when we make popcorn. Sometimes I'll put a little coconut oil on the bottom of the pan. I should try it without it to see how it works out, but that's pretty rare. I don't think we have popcorn maybe more than once every month or two. So drugs. I just threw that word out there as a catch-all. Yeah, if you're talking about weed, I don't really consider that a drug. It's not like, Adderall or OxyContin or, it's not a pharmaceutical or anything like that. What's my favorite Drake song? Kay, you like to ask all the weird questions, huh? Angie's the Drake person. So you have to ask her. Doesn't he have a song about his phone or something like that? I think that one's kind of cool. Anyway, about his cell phone. But yeah, I'm not a big Drake fan at all. Angie, on the other hand, yeah, is more of a Drake fan. My favorite food? Ask Pragya. Whatever food I'm eating that day that happens to be like home cooked or, whole food, plant-based, that's my favorite food at the time. So, oh, K Fitch, you got your shirt from us. Cool. What'd you say? You posted a pic of it on your Facebook, and you think it's the most likes you've got in months? Awesome. Cool. Thanks for supporting us with the t-shirt. Yeah, on our store, shop.happyhealthyvegan.org. Not only can you get our printed book, you can get our ebook, Keep It Carb Baby. I told you that we've kept the ebook on sale permanently now for $12.99 because it's been out a while. So yeah, go there and you can get our t-shirts too. And if you order something right now, I'll get a little ding on my phone and I'll mention your name. Whether you want me to call you out or not, I'll mention it. Thanks for the link there, Ray. So yeah, shop.happyhealthyvegan.org or just Google our website, Happy Healthy Vegan. That link's for our website, for our store, if you want to get any of our books, ebook, printed book, t-shirts, anything like that. Cool. I'm glad you're enjoying that. Banana or avocado, probably. Well, it depends. I mean, one's a high carb fruit, and other's a high fat fruit. And there's a place for both. And, I have bananas pretty much every day, and I have avocados, maybe not every day, but I have them most days. Let's say out of 7 days of a week, I'll probably have them at least 2, if not 3 or 4. So, do I like eating fried foods? I'm not a huge fan of fried foods. We don't really fry our food here. I can't think of the last time we really fried anything, but, yeah, when you go to restaurants, you might get some, or I might order some unknowingly. And you know what? I don't I don't throw a tizzy fit about it, you know. It just is what it is. It's just what again, I like to liken it, you know, it's what you're doing day in and day out. Unless you have some kind of serious condition, like say you just had a heart attack and you really want to get your life in order so you don't die or anything like that. But you know, for someone who's relatively healthy and fit, you know, I find those occasional blips on a otherwise, you know, healthy whole food diet. Um, Not a problem. Air fryer foods. Yeah, we finally got one. We got one to cook potato potato chips, potato logs, and yeah, it seems fine. Unfortunately, they seem to put oil in the store bought frozen potato logs. So, and yeah. Oh well. Anyway, does dark chocolate count as a healthy whole food? I mean, yeah, get a vegan one if you're gonna eat chocolate, but is chocolate healthy? I haven't really done the research on it. Like, you know, I'm sure there's some what nutrients, antioxidants, minerals, and stuff like that, but is it healthy? Like, do you need to eat chocolate in order to be healthy? Hell no. I didn't eat chocolate for years, like, you know, 5 years, and I didn't die or anything like that. So, yeah, but as you guys know, I'm eating a little bit more chocolate now. Not every day, but I'll have a few nibs of chocolate. Angie's starting to get jealous because I'm digging into her chocolate stash. Oh, thanks for the correction. What correction did we make here? Um, what do I think of oil pulling for clean teeth? Yeah, it's kind of a mixed bag on that. Dr. Greger made a video about that, and one of his biggest complaints was not the lack of effectiveness of it, but just that you could swallow the oil and get sick. So, oh, thanks for the tip there, Donna. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Yes, we are keeping it carb, and I want you to keep it carb too. So, thanks so much for the tip, Donna. Really appreciate that. So, thanks for all you guys doing the super chat tips there. Much love. But yeah, I used to oil pull sometimes. In fact, I would do it often on runs. Like, you know, I'll put it some oil in my mouth before I go, and I'll keep it in my mouth for maybe the first mile, mile and a half or something like that while I'm warming up and running slowly. Then I'll spit it out onto the sand because I'll go on the beach runs on the beach bike path, running path, and then spit it out and then crank up my pace after that. So, where did I get my iodine from? Asked Logan. I have no idea where I get my iodine from. You know, should I get a blood test and check for iodine? You know, I know some people are really up on their iodine supplements and stuff like that. I guess maybe I should check into that sometime. But right now, yeah, I'm really not concerned about iodine. But maybe I'll make that a concern in 2018. Fried yucca and plantains. I usually steam our plantains, but no, I've never cooked yucca before. Was it hard to stop eating cheese pizza? Like, no, I actually prefer cheeseless pizzas. If you watch our eating vegan in Maui video from last month, I mean, that pizza was the best pizza I ever had ever. It had no vegan cheese or anything. But if you really eat vegan cheese, there's tons of, you know, tasty vegan cheeses you can get. Some are oilier than others, but yeah, and saltier than others. But yeah, you don't have to give up the taste of cheese if that's what's holding you back from going vegan. You know, you can cheese it up all the time, a vegan cheese, totes. MG toe. No, I don't know what that is. Yeah, chow cheese, they have all sorts of flavors. Not my favorite, kind of oily and salty, but you know, Field Roast makes good cheeses. Miyoko's, God, we're Angie's editing the video right now from the Natural Food Products Expo we went to last week, where I probably got my cold out. Anyway, yeah, they had some great stuff too. Do I like sushi? If we're talking vegan sushi, yeah, totally. Yeah, you know, put some cucumber or an avocado inside the rice, raw. Yeah, totally. Um, the most unhealthy fruit out there, asked Cam. How could a fruit be unhealthy? And I'm not saying that facetiously. In what manner, what metric would the fruit be unhealthy? Do I filter my drinking water? Yeah, I should talk to the people that I bought my water purifier from, because I don't want to seem like I'm endorsing it, but I have been using it since like 2012. I mean, I drink pretty much all my water from that, unless I'm going to another restaurant that has good water too. But yeah, I love my water filter purifier thingamabobby. Um, let's see. Hey, John Wilson, you have definitely made it. When am I coming to New York City? Prague. Yeah, I have no idea. I have no idea when we're going. Durian would be unhealthy. Why would a durian be unhealthy? Because of its fat content? You know, I mean, as long as you're not eating that as the staple of your diet, just like avocados, nothing wrong with that. Okay, if you guys want to know what water purifier I'm using, again, it's not an endorsement, but maybe I should talk to them about some kind of affiliate deal. But yeah, I know them. They're a company in Orange County. They're called Pristine Hydro. Let me Google that. Make sure they haven't changed their name or anything like that. Let's see. Yeah, that's it. Just Google Pristine Hydro. The first result is their company. They're kind of weird. I think those guys are paleo or something like that, and that's why they like to have alkalized water to bring their, their acidity levels down and all that, from all the meat they eat. But they make a really damn good water purifier. And what convinced me too is that he had a third-party lab independently verify the filtering capabilities of their water filter. So, and plus the water just tastes really good too. That's what I'm having right now. So yeah. Um, I think ours is like they have two versions. One that goes under the sink, installs permanently in your kitchen. We did not get that one. Ours is like sits on the countertop. It's a little bit cheaper. I forgot what they run, maybe $1,000 or something like that. So it was an investment, but like I said, I use it every day. I've used it pretty much continuously since 2012. Um, Danielle, where do I see Happy Healthy going in the future? Wow, that's a good question. I mean, I'm sick right now. I just want to get healthy so I can start, working hard again. It's just been really tough for me to be so busy, so that I got sick. And then as soon as I get done with all that stuff, I'm sick now and I can't really do much. So I just want to be healthy and see how much ass I can kick. Um, Thoughts on vegan alcohol? Well, first of all, you guys know I'm not a big fan of alcohol. It's not really a health food or anything like that. It's so if you're gonna drink, yeah, look for vegan wines. I thought Joe and Sally has a vegan wine company. But yeah, if you're gonna drink, get some vegan booze for sure. Um, let's see. Yeah, I'm happy sick vegan today, Marcus. You got that right. But I feel better now than I did when I woke up, and probably better than I did last night. So hopefully I'm on the healthy tip of this cold here so I can attend our own meetup on Sunday here in Long Beach. So anyway, yeah, race lover. Yeah, vegan alcohol is better than carnist alcohol for sure. Um, what else you guys talking about? Chaga mushrooms. A good tip there, Mortal. If I had any, I might give it a shot right now. Raw or cooked. I mean, why is that an or? Seriously, our caves. And why is that a or raw or cooked? I mean, you guys know I have start off most of my mornings, pretty much raw with my big banana and fruit smoothies, and in the summertime I'll have fruit again at late night after dinner, like eating the cherries and blueberries that are fresh and local here and cooked throughout the day. So yeah, I don't like that or. It just seems so restricting. Like you have to choose one whole food plant group versus another whole food plant group. And I'm all about, veganism shouldn't be limiting or restricting as meat eaters think, but some vegans really like to make it way more difficult and restricting than it needs to be. So have them all, man. I mean, it's hard to say. I mean, it's not hard to say. It's hard to say it's hard to find a whole food plant that I don't like, right? I mean, come on. When's the next debate? Definitely not today, because I'm just lucky to be here with you guys talking right now. I didn't think I was going to be able to do that earlier today. So hopefully I'm on the road to getting healthier here. But yeah, debate, I don't think I'm up for that today for sure. No, alcohol ain't vegan. Yeah, search for it. A lot of wine is clarified with bone and stuff like that. Thanks, Jazzy. Thank you. Thank you. I'm hoping I get better too. I want to be able to attend and be energetic at our meetup Sunday. So yeah, if you want to attend, if you're in the LA area, go to our Facebook page, Happy Healthy Vegan, under events, and you'll see that we're going to be at 4th and Vine, a bar here in Long Beach, spinning vinyl, vegan Mexican food. Wow, I'm so looking forward to that. All the vegan burritos and huevos rancheros. Damn, they're so good. Yeah, it sucks having a cold. I was just looking. Last time I got a cold was January of 2015. So it's been over 3 years. So, some people say they never get sick. I guess I get sick once every 3 years or so, but, I'm definitely not kissing Angie. I'm doing everything I can to not get her sick. That would just I would just feel horrible, you know? It would be worse than just me being sick, just knowing I got her sick too, so I would love to come visit Australia, Janet, thanks. Let's see, Joe, what are you asking? You really eat anything processed? Um, do I like the vegan egg? Yeah, well, yeah, we eat that from time to time. We saw them at the Products Expo last week, and later on this year, they're gonna introduce a liquid version of that. You know, it's gonna come out of a bottle, a plastic bottle. You just pour it into a frying pan, so that'll be cool. Dr. Zace, why is that weird raw meat eating dude so hell bent against veganism? Like, why is anyone hell bent against veganism? You tell me. Is it just to get notoriety? I mean, I understand how you can be so passionate hating something, being against something, you know? I mean, you know, I'm not into meat eating and I respond to their stupid videos trashing veganism, but I really rarely go on the offensive and attack meat eaters or anything like that, or meat eating in general, unless I make a video about how they're destroying the planet. But other than that, it's just kind of weird to be so obsessed on negativity. Next event you can see us, Pedro. Like I said, if you're in SoCal, this Sunday in Long Beach, 4th and Vine, check our Facebook page for our event at the 4th and Vine bar. We'll spin vinyl. We're gonna eat lots of vegan Mexican food. It's gonna be awesome. Just hopefully I'll be healthy enough to enjoy it. Um, oh, that's why that raw meat eater crapped his pants as a vegan. He's probably just doing it wrong. It looks like he's, you know, not the most mentally stable dude, so he probably didn't, you know, get the best info when going vegan. Fats versus carb ratio. Yeah, 80-10-10 or 70-15-15, something like that, you know. Who knows, you know, as long as your carbs are, you know, as long as your percent of calories from fat, you know, is lower than like say 25%, you're probably going to be fine according to all the science I've read, you know. I haven't seen any science that says if you're like, you know, 25% calories from fat, all these bad things happen. Anyway, um, let's see what else you guys talking about. Thanks, Biden, for asking people to hit the like button. You don't have to do that, but if you want to, cool. Have I ever sustained a serious injury, James? It depends what you call serious. You know, I've never broken a bone, knock on wood, but I've had some intense sprains. I had like a level 2 or 3 ankle sprain, maybe 10 plus years ago from basketball. It kept me out for a couple months. I dislocated some fingers. That kept me out a long time. I have a sprained toe right now that I've had since early February, mid-February. It's been lingering. So, you know, something, you know, I've had stuff, but nothing serious. Like I know I said, never broken a bone or anything like that. Yeah, fat below 20%, Byron, something like that. I think something like that's fine. You know, if it goes up to 25, again, you're probably fine. But yeah, I kind of like it. It just feels good when I keep it below 20%. You know, it could be 15%, 10% on some days, but yeah, definitely, you know, 20 or below. Does it matter if fruits and veggies have beeswax on it? Wow, you might want to investigate where your food's coming from. Yeah, you don't want to yeah, be getting that unknowingly. Like most of our food comes from farmers markets, so there's no wax on that. I know Whole Foods, like when I looked at apples there, they seem to have wax on it. I have no idea what kind it is, but yeah, be conscious of what's going on with the food you buy. What do I think of fasting? Well, I can tell I'm not eating as much as I normally do right now because I'm ill and not really moving and all that active right now. I don't know if I call it fasting, but I'm definitely not eating nowhere near, but I shouldn't because I'm not really active. Uh, Favorite plant milk, Jack? Definitely almond milk. I've tried most all the plant-based milks, and almond is my favorite. Um, How do you know a farmer's market use pesticides? Um, yeah, that's a good question. You know, if they're certified organic, you know, even then there's organic pesticides. It really comes down to trust, and that's true even at a supermarket. You know, like at least at a farmer's market, you can ask. Hopefully, the farmers are working at that particular market you're at. They're not just having third parties sell their stuff. And you can ask them. A lot of our farmers are actually the farmers. You know, so we can ask them what kind of pesticides they use. So yeah, that's your best shot. You know, if that's your concern there. Um, let's see. Do I make nice cream? How do I get it to blend properly? Yeah, we make it sometimes. Yeah, you need a good strong blender if you're freezing your bananas. I don't think a NutriBullet will get it done, honestly. Even the Vitamix sometimes overheats from spinning its motor so strongly. And we use that little stick thing, the taper, whatever it's called, to push them down. Making ice cream is probably the most intense, difficult thing for our Vitamix to handle. Any top studies for anti-carnist ideology? No, I don't know if there's any one top study, but I mean, there's just so many studies. I mean, just check out like let's see, what do I got here? Read Proteinaholic by Dr. Garth Davis right here. I mean, he's got, he refers to some of the great stuff like the EPIC study, which has like hundreds of thousands of people in Europe, the Adventist Health study, and he has like hundreds of peer-reviewed studies referenced in the back. But yeah, I don't think there's like one smoking gun, but the EPIC study and the Adventist Health studies are great places to start for sure. No, I don't have a juicer, Immortal. Let's see, man. This is harder to do. Sick, man. I feel my energy waning a little bit already, and I've only been on how long? Not that long at all. Let me see if I have a counter here. Um, let's see. I don't know how long I've been on, but yeah, I'm already kind of like feeling it a little bit. But I'm gonna keep on. I'm not bailing yet or anything like that. I don't like juicing. I'd rather smoothie. It's more of a whole food, right? You don't you still have the pulp when you're smoothieing. You're not throwing away all the fiber and stuff like that, which helps regulate the digestion and absorption of all the minerals and vitamins and sugar, for instance, the glucose. So yeah, I think smoothing is it's much easier on the body, and it's not really any harder to digest. Really, I mean, maybe just marginally. No, I'm not dying, Matt, but I'm just not healthy at quite yet. 46 minutes. Thanks, BG Tubber. Um, let's see. Um, do I eat skin of kiwis? I don't really eat kiwis all that often. Maybe someone else could talk about their kiwi eating. I can't remember the last time I had a kiwi. It's been a few years. Um, let's see. Hmm. Maybe some water will perk me up a little bit here. Vegans can get sick. Veganism debunked. I know, huh? Yeah, I know. Like I said, last time I got sick was January of 2015. So it's not like I get sick all the time, but it was like a perfect storm of events for me to get sick this time. I just was wearing myself out, not recovering. This process back and forth of going between that, walking in the rain, getting my feet wet. Last weekend, and convention with thousands of people trying food out, and in a stressful event on Tuesday, and later on that night I got sick, strangely. No, Marcus, we're not going to get that troll back on. No way. Do I eat lemon peels? No. Let's see. Do I have a diffuser? Wait, let me check that out there. No. Let's see. Any vacations outside the US planned for this year? No, no. We have a few places we want to go this year in the United States, like Portland being one of them. But no, no international travel. Do I believe in God? I've talked about my spirituality here before, and I guess if you're looking at it in terms of A, B, God, not God, I'm Buddhist, but I also you know, spiritual person at the same time. Like, Buddhism isn't necessarily, all about like, being in touch with divinity and all that. But yeah, I do meditation and yoga. So yeah, I've got my spiritual thing. It's just a different path than if you're trying to put me in a box of sorts. Um let's see. Let's see. Opinions on herbs for healing. I don't know, but we use herbs all the time to spice food up for sure. Yeah, dumb vegan. That's one reason why we want to go to Portland, to see our friends and family there and eat some food. Let's see. Cool. I'm glad I answered your question, Wisdom 33. Again, if I'm not answering your questions, it's not because I'm being rude. It's A, because I'm sick, and B, because there's 204 people watching right now. So I'm trying my best. Um, let's see. All right. So let's see another question here. Is starch unhealthy? Hell no. I've never seen any science. I know there's like, health gurus that will say otherwise, but I've never seen any actual science showing that eating starch is unhealthy. I mean, don't ask me, ask Dr. McDougall. He'll debate your ass off on that one. Let's see. A go-to vegan restaurant meal. No, no, I just see what's hang on one second. What is this I am looking at here on my monitor? Oh, it's a graphic, a moving GIF. All right, cool. I was wondering, I've seen this psychedelic image on my screen. I had no idea what it was. That's when I was looking at my water purifier. Was Angie my first girlfriend? No, considering I met her in my 30s. No, that would have been really weird if I didn't get a girlfriend before then. Um, Hippocrates, Florida. No, is that the Hippocrates Institute? Let's see. I'm sick, darling. What am I doing to make myself better? Like, I think the most important things are is rest. Like that's when your body heals. So I'm just sleeping way more. I'm taking naps throughout the day, trying to sleep slowly at night, and also hydrating because if you're coughing and blowing your nose and you're getting rid of a lot of your hydration. So yeah, hydrating and resting. That's what I'm doing. Hey, 619, what's up? Angie's healthy, thank the Lord, and she's in the next room. She's been editing for like 3 days, trying to finish up the video the footage we filmed at Natural Products Expo West last weekend. So she just wants to get that done and handled and get it off her plate. So yeah, fruit does cure sickness, but it doesn't cure it instantly because I've been eating fruit the whole time. I've had other stuff too, obviously, but yeah, it's like I have my smoothie. I had it yesterday and it didn't cure me right away, but I wasn't expecting it. So yeah, just eating whole food plants cures sickness, basically. I wish you could just make a blanket claim that if you're sick, just eat some fruit and your cold will go away. I wish that were true. I really, really do. Mm. Am I making a picnic? Asking for the shirt? I'm not sure I understand gruesome. Yeah, I don't know much about the Hippocrates Institute. I just have heard of it. What do I think of cold showers? Yeah, not really into that. I've heard, supposed claims on what they might or might not do, lymphatic system, stuff like that. I don't know. Again, it's one of those things. Since I'm, eating well most of the time, whole food, plant-based vegan, I'm active and fit. I'm not sure if taking a cold shower and all the shock it does to the system is going to actually make me live any longer or live a healthier, longer life or not. So, yeah, that's why I don't bother with that stuff. Those are the stuff that's questionable, dubious perhaps at worst, but there's slam dunks. Eating whole food, plant-based for sure. Staying fit and active for sure. Oh, thanks, Haley, for the super chat tip there. Haley Engel, what are you saying? Thanks for being such a genuine and honest person. You love our channel, and thanks. I hope I will feel better soon, so I can attend our meetup Sunday. Thanks so much. Appreciate your best wishes there. Thanks. Thoughts on Nigen? What is that? Cold showers are good for shocking you into the present moment. Yeah, it does do that, but there's other things you can do to be more present in the moment too, But yeah, I've heard stuff like in Kundalini yoga. That's a practice of it. If you're a hardcore follower of that, you wake up in the morning and you don't have to bathe in the cold shower, but you shock your system with it, I said I tried it a few times, more than a few times, so I didn't notice anything really happened to me. So again, it's one of those things that are kind of questionable. Maybe it does do something, but I don't think it's going to add to my longevity or anything like that. Maybe it does, and I'm screwing myself up. But anyway, Do I like vegan enchiladas? F yeah, and I hope they bring some Sunday to our meetup. Because she's bringing lots of cool vegan Mexican food. Um, Fruit does make you manly. That's for sure. There. Um, let's see. Can you get enough of every amino acid if you eat a fruitarian diet? Oh, thanks, Byron, for the tip there in British pounds. You didn't have to do that, but thanks. I've never heard of there being a lack of amino acids if you ate just fruit, because fruit has the same types of amino acids that like starches do. I thought for the most part. So should ask a fruitarian about that. Again, I'm not a biologist or biochemist or a nutritionist, but my experience, the stuff I've read, I would say no. So LSD made you go vegan. Cool. How did that happen? That's interesting. I've never had anyone tell me that before, that they had some kind of religious experience and went vegan afterwards. But it makes sense, if you're in touch with the divine nature of reality, and you're really serious and sincere about that experience, you will see that it's not right to kill, torture, and eat living sentient beings, right? It makes a lot of sense. So, hey, if you get that from a psychedelic experience, that insight, awesome. It makes a lot of sense. Um, let's see. Um, let's see. Does fruit cure anxiety? Um, it may help, but will it cure it? I couldn't answer that for you. I would be a little skeptical, but I don't think it would harm for sure. But as a cure, that's a big stretch there. Cool, crafty creation. She went vegan 17 days ago because of me and Angie. Cool. Well, thank you for sharing that. That's quite an honor, and that's really what motivates us. That's what keeps us going. Someone said, "What's in the future for happy, healthy vegan?" I don't know, but I want to do more of that. I want more people to be inspired to go vegan. I know it wasn't because of us. There's a bunch of other factors, other reasons in your life. But if we could help make that transition easier for you by showing you how simple and easy and fun it is to be vegan, I think we've done our job. So awesome. Yeah, Thunderbay. I've seen studies that fruit and vegan diets can help cure depression, probably because of higher levels of serotonin. But I remember when I was kind of depressed in the past and eating fruit, I didn't really notice any change for me personally. But then that's not science, that's anecdotal. So yeah, I would say just give it a shot. You got nothing to lose other than being healthy. Have I ever been bested by somebody playing basketball? I mean, have I ever lost a game of basketball? Yeah, for sure. Have I ever lost games of one-on-one? Yeah, sometimes. It's pretty rare, but yeah, totally. I'm not going to come out and say I'm the greatest basketball player or anything like that. I'm pretty good though. I'll take on anyone one-on-one. Let's see. I agree with you, Praga. Going vegan is the best thing ever. Let's see. What else you guys talking about here? Do we eat fast food? Pretty rarely, rarely. I remember a month or two ago, we had some late night Del Taco, just had them now put the cheese in their bean burrito, and, it was fine. Where's the old facial fuzz? It's here, man. I haven't shaved for a few days since I've been sick. Favorite band or musician? I got so many records, so many CDs, so many digital files. I can't really say. I just like music, so I don't know if I have a favorite musician or favorite band. I mean, people I admire, just in no particular order. John Coltrane, love him and his pianist McCoy Tyner. In fact, his quartet, the band that did like Love Supreme, it's probably the best jazz band. I like Miles Davis. Let's see, going outside of jazz, the Cocteau Twins was one of my favorite influences growing up. Pink Floyd, and dudes today, like I think John Mayer is playing some great guitar. So if there's a couple of stuff to throw at you. Let's see. Let's see what else you guys asking there. Watching the Clippers makes me sick. The Clippers actually been doing really good. I mean, they just lost a game against the Rockets yesterday, which is to be expected. Rockets have the best record in the league. However, I mean, they've been winning like way at a higher percentage now that they got rid of Blake Griffin, strangely, which is weird. But anyway, yeah, Clippers are kicking ass. Would I give you a free shirt if you do a LA run? You have to tell me more about your plan there before I can give you a definitive answer. Like, are you not from LA? I just got to know more. Favorite eats on Second Street, Long Beach? None, man. I don't know any good, like, I'm waiting for a vegan restaurant to open on Second Street. It's like our really kind of hip, trendy area. And there's so many vegan restaurants in Long Beach now, but strangely, none are in that area. I guess it just serves more of the basic types, not to bag on people, but yeah, I'm not sure if a vegan restaurant would do great there. But anyway, are there a lot of trolls here, Tara? I have a few moderators to help me out with the trolls, so I guess I should no, we should not open a restaurant. Then we'll never make videos, man. That means we'll be working around the clock every day. Um, let's see. New rap musicians. Again, ask Angie. She's more up on that. I mean, I guess my favorite, I don't know what you want to call rap or trap record I heard this year was the Huncho Jack record. I like the song Motorcycle Patches, but I'm more into old school. I still like, the Dr. Dre era, him, Snoop Dogg, Warren G, that kind of stuff. The mods are start shills. That's funny. Um, what can I do to fix a slow metabolism? You might be in trouble, Princess Aurora. Check out the video I made about the Biggest Loser study, and it showed that metabolic damage is real, the kind of damage that results from doing what they do on that show, that crazy stuff they do by severe calorie restriction and extreme workouts. It really had a permanent effect on their metabolism years later. So check that out. I don't know if there is a fix. I'm not saying there's not, but if there is, I'm not sure what it is. But Liam says a good point. Just eat a whole food, plant-based diet. Eat lots of fruit. I don't know if that'll fix it, but it'll probably be the best thing to remedy it. And it's just the best diet to eat anyway. I made several videos on Chris Powell for sure. Um, let's see. Okay, here's an interesting question. Would I eat meat if it had no health effects and was made in a replicator? Well, like in Star Trek, well, then that's not really meat, right? I mean, it's not animal protein. It's some kind of replicated 3D printing based on some kind of, it's not made out of dead animals. So I think you're talking about like lab grown meat. I think that'd be great for pets and stuff, but I'd rather just eat whole food plants. Like, why eat it? What's the point? Will it make me healthier or happier? Probably not. Kim Smith, any Fruit Lux or vegan potlucks? Yeah, this Sunday in Long Beach. If you guys are around, check our Facebook events page for this Sunday. We're doing a meetup at 4th and Vine Bar from 11 to 4. Vegan breakfast will be there. You have to buy it, but yeah, vegan Mexican food, breakfast burritos, huevos rancheros. We'll be bringing our records, assuming I'm healthy enough to make it. At this rate, I think I'll be able to squeak by. I won't be all that active. So that's our first thing this Sunday. Just a little chill meetup in Long Beach. Oh, where was I raised a Buddhist? No, not at all. None of my Chinese Asian family is Buddhist other than me and Angie. So yeah, I just kind of found it on my own. How can you tell if your metabolism is bad? Meaning like slow, meaning that if you're check out that video I made. Basically, these people with messed up metabolisms, their metabolisms got so efficient from the extreme calorie restriction and extreme exercise that their metabolisms adapted and became really efficient. So it's really hard for these guys to eat a lot of calories, meaning that they have just like what you would maybe be half of what you would think is right. Their body is tapped out. I mean, as far as weight loss or weight gain goes. So check out my video, Greatest Loser Study, Metabolic Damage is Real. It came out about 2 years ago. Let's see. You ate 800 calories a day to maintain your weight? Unless you're, like, extremely short, that sounds pretty hardcore, calorie restricting. Um, Maybe you do have a messed up metabolism. I mean, that would be like starvation under any definition I've seen from the World Health Organization. Um, let's see. Yes, I am Asian. And it's a mix of Chinese and stuff from the British Islands and 1/16 Cherokee Native American. Yeah, World Health Organization recommends at least double that. So yeah, you definitely want to 5'7". Okay, no, definitely not. I was gonna say if you're like 4'5" or something, but even like, like 10-year-old girls, they recommend more than 1,000 calories a day. So yeah, it sounds like you're way under eating there. Yeah, and for your height, 5'7" is like, that's good size for a female. It's about average height. Um, yeah, about 2,000 might even not be a bad thing. Um, have I read the Bhagavad Gita? No, that's a big, long book. I never dedicated the time to that. But yeah, 800 is super low. Yeah, you definitely want to. Yeah, that's like North Korea starvation level, basically. Yeah, that's if you've been doing that a long time, that over time could have slowed down your metabolism to try to make it more efficient. Yeah, I mean, you guys know I'm huge. I'm 6'5", 185 pounds. I need at least when I'm healthy, 3,000 calories, probably more like 3.5 to 4,000 calories a day. Do I think Lauren Lockman recommends eating too little calories? Well, I mean, that's his whole shtick, right? I mean, that's how he makes a living is by helping people to not eat. So I'll just leave it at that. I don't think I don't want to say anything bad about him, but that's what he does for a living, right? No, 6119. I've never lost any friendships because of veganism. No, all my old friends are cool. They accept it. They know it's my thing. No one gives me any crap. Maybe I'm lucky. But no one gives me any crap. My yoga practice, well, it's going really bad right now. I haven't done yoga for a while. Angie's the hardcore regular practitioner. Let's see what else. Um, Let's see. Cool. I see some tips there for our friend who needs to eat more calories. Thanks for that, Byron. Appreciate it. Would I ever do keto? Well, first of all, keto typically, but not necessarily means starving yourself and eating animal stuff. So no, but even on a vegan way, like no, like what? Why? Ask people why would I do keto for? I'm already fine. Like what will it help me with? Liam, have I ever considered doing hardcore bodybuilding and get jacked? Well, I don't know if you guys know, I couldn't do it yesterday because I'm sick, but I've been twice a week now. This is even taking precedence over running and basketball right now. Twice a week, I spend about 45 minutes at the gym doing 5 sets of squats, 5 sets of deadlifts, and I've been doing this now for several months. So, as you guys probably know, squats and deadlifts, they make you strong. They don't make you jacked. They don't give you the big beach muscles that everyone's trying to get, like Drake and stuff like that. But I'm just trying to get strong. I want some extra strength again for basketball. So that's what I'm doing. And I don't know how long I was going to do this for. At least I want to get to the point where I can have the modest goals accomplished of squatting and deadlifting my body weight, which I'm pretty close to on the deadlift. But I couldn't do my second gym trip this week. I went on Monday, but I couldn't go yesterday because I'm sick. So yeah, that's my plan. I'm just working on strength right now. And it's a good time. It's cold out, running sucks, and I have a sprained toe, which makes it hard for me to run, makes it hard for me to play basketball. So yeah, I just really bummed I couldn't work on my strength yesterday. So we'll see how I am on Monday if I can go back. But yeah, I'm working on strength. But it's the kind of thing where most people don't even see it, but I notice it, and I'm lifting heavier weights every week. Um, let's see. Any tips on how to start meditating? Wow. Huh. I don't know. I don't know if I have any good tips for you on how to start meditating. It's just something I've been doing for a long time. Not to say I'm great at it. Just do it. I guess just try. You'll get better over time. Do our friends watch our YouTube channel? I don't know. I know like some of my friends watch the videos on occasion. They're aware of some of them, but I don't know if they like watch our channel regularly or anything like that. Um, so yeah, I'm trying to, yeah, what was I was putting the question out there. Why would I want to do keto? What is it for? Because I'll tell you why. Like 9 out of 10 people, and I'm sure the percentage would even be higher than that if they're really truthful, are really trying to lose weight, right? I mean, I don't think I've ever talked to a person doing keto. Okay, I saw one guy online. Ben Greenfield is trying to just do keto and be an endurance athlete. But other than weird things like that, people are just trying to lose weight. I don't want to lose weight, guys. Seriously, I have no interest right now in losing weight. In fact, I'm cool with putting on a few more pounds right now as I'm getting stronger, as I do my squats and deadlifts. So I don't want to lose any weight. Um, I don't want all the carbohydrate energy I have to not to like go to the gym and play basketball for an hour, sometimes two, and then go over to the squat rack and do all my crap there. So now keto would not be cool. So I'm not sure why I would want to do keto for. I'm not trying to lose weight. I don't want to stink either, I mean, it's true. I have friends on keto and they reek, man. They really do. They're nice people, but they got some kind of weird keto thing. And you're right, Byron. It's calorie restriction most of the time too, and that's why all they're really trying to do is lose weight. I'm sure there's exceptions to that, but I'm talking about the vast majority, way more than 50% of the people out there. It's a weight loss regime. I see celebrities talking why they wouldn't do keto. Why? So they can lose weight. I don't want to lose weight. I know I'm in a weird position. Most Americans and Westerners want to lose weight. I don't want to lose weight. I'm really cool. I feel great right now. 6'5", 185. My body's working great for me for basketball. I could probably gain another pound or two and still keep my speed and agility without getting slowed down. So, do I know about circadian rhythm and blue wavelength? I know what circadian rhythm is. I'm not sure what you're referring to by blue wavelength, though. And Cam raises a great point here. Calorie restriction by definition is not sustainable. Or if it were, that would be the normal amount of calories, the restricted amount of calories. So yeah, once you go back to eating the regular amount of calories, and you will eventually, your metabolism, as I keep referring to that video I made, the Biggest Loser study, metabolic damage is real, your metabolism is affected. It makes it way easier to put the weight back on. And in these cases, I'm talking about the Biggest Loser contestants, and then some. That's what's screwy about calorie restriction. Yeah, you lose weight. Yeah, it makes sense. If you don't eat as much food, you're going to lose weight. You don't have to be in keto. You could calorie restrict as a fruitarian, as a starch eater, whatever. So that's why I'm not into calorie restriction. It's not sustainable. And I don't want to lose weight. I don't want to lose weight. Blue wavelength stops melatonin. Oh, you're talking about, I know what you're talking about, Gruesome. Yeah, at night. Yeah, you don't want to be looking at your bright computer screens, putting out the blue lights. Yeah, that's why I use that program called Flux, and on the iPhone, I got that night shift thing on there. But yeah, it's good not to be having blue light blasted at you all at nighttime in the night hours. It's getting about 6 o'clock here. I'm on a computer that doesn't have Flux installed. This is my main studio music computer. I don't like to have that stuff on here. I like to keep it really slim. Not me, but the computer. But yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about there. What else you guys talk about? God, we have more eating disorder people. Guys, I've never really professed to be some kind of weight loss guru, or our show doesn't really cater to eating disordered people. But however, that said, they're not weight loss gurus and all that. Eating a whole food plant-based diet, that's the ticket right there. I mean, that's, what else should you be eating other than a whole food plant-based diet? So we can help in that regard, but I can't tell you exactly why you're losing or not losing weight. That's not, I could talk about how my body responds. I don't know anything about you and how your body works. Let's see. Yeah, Groovy Lisa has it pretty simple there, but yeah, eat more calories. Stop eating so little, Princess Aura. Yeah, I mean, that pretty much sums it up right there. Yeah. Princess Aura, since we're talking about weight gain and stuff like that, what's your exercise routine like? Do you have regular exercise built into your daily or weekly life? Because that's important too. Where's this flannel shirt from? Angie got me a couple of flannel shirts a couple winters ago. One is from Etsy, I think. I don't know where the other one came from, but I think they were both like, used flannel shirts. Um, no, I haven't heard anything about that keto couple. Yeah, they were so silly. Their attempt to debunk What the Health was pathetic. Like, check it out, man. Oh God, that was bad. Um, Walk every day for a small period of time. That means you're not that active, Princess. So, yeah, if you're gaining weight, eating 1,000 calories, that first tells me, again, I'm not a weight loss guru, but you should do something more than just walking a little bit, a small amount of time. Do something, It doesn't have to do what I'm doing. Whatever gets you out there and makes you move. If it's swimming, running, bicycling, um, curling, even, ice skating, whatever it takes you to get out and move more. But yeah, you're definitely not getting anything close to what would be considered, a decent amount of exercise to maintain a healthy lifestyle. Yeah, you got to do more. You got to do more. Just walk a little bit here and there. That would be considered sedentary. And again, you don't have to be crazy. You don't have to like run a marathon. You don't have to like train 10 hours a week. I try to get like 4 to 5, if I'm lucky, 6 or more hours a week, but something like that. Even if I get 4 hours in a week of a combination of basketball, weightlifting, running, whatever, I'm happy. But yeah, I would like to get a little bit more, but something like that. Cool. You got some running shoes, Liam. Awesome. Hopefully it's warm enough to get outside and wear them. Um, let's see. Yeah, power walking is good too, Byron. But yeah, you got to combine it with some kind of little bit of stuff that's going to get your heart rate up a little bit more, I believe. Like you said, some jogging too. But power walking is better than just like walking. Yeah, when I'm out walking about, I usually kind of power walk too. When I like walk to the market and stuff like that, just to get a little more exercise out of it. Is standing for a long time exercise? It I no. I mean, it increases your ability to stand for long periods of time, which I don't have, as I learned going to the Natural Products Expo last weekend. I can't stand for like 6 hours a day every day, but it was easier on the third day, so I increased my ability to do that. But that's not really exercise. Yeah, you'll burn some calories as opposed to sitting that time, but how can that compare to moving or walking or running for some time too? Do I believe fish feel pain? Hell yeah, totally. I mean, I fished before when I was younger. I knew what I was doing was causing them pain, but I didn't really think about it because I was young and following my elders who were doing all that stuff to the fish. But hell yeah, totally. There's no doubt about that. I mean, they have brains, they have central nervous systems. Therefore, they can experience pain. Yeah, movement increases good mental chemicals too. Explain the ratio of carbs or protein to fat on a vegan diet. Well, if you like look at like Dr. Esselstyn, prevent and reverse heart disease, he talks about an 80-10-10 ratio. Like 80% of your calories come from carbs, the other 10 from fat and protein. But that might be hard for some. And his diet is for people that have like, morbid or they're on death's door from heart disease, so they have to be more careful. So yeah, if you're not eating so low fat, say even if you had 15 or 20% of your calories come from fat and like 70% of your calories come from carbs, you're still eating a high carb, low fat, plant-based diet. Yeah, 70, 15, 15, something like that, Byron. As long as you have your fat under like 25% calories from fat, by pretty much all definitions, you're still eating a high carb, low fat vegan diet. But yeah, as we talked about earlier, yeah, probably best under 20%. I feel best around 15% calories from fat, 70% calories from carbs. I'll eat my avocados. I'll eat all, my nuts and seeds. Let's see. Potato chips. Yeah, that's a good cheat food. At least you got your carbs. I'm sure, unless they were baked or something, you probably got some good oil in there too. Yeah, the underbay. It's hard. That's why I don't like put stock in these ratios. I don't add them up every day. I just kind of know from experience, like roughly, that I have a higher fat day or a lower fat kind of day, but I don't really worry about it or anything like that. And, and not everyone has access to quality tropical fruit either. So for those people, yeah, You know, if you don't have like great tropical fruit in your area, most people don't. Get some potatoes, get some, you know, veggies, Let's see. All right, Liam's sharing his weight loss results: low intensity, steady state cardio and weightlifting, and a fruit heavy, whole food, plant based diet. That's working for you too. Cool. In terms of weight loss, see, I'm eating like that, but I don't want to lose weight. So the only solution to that is just not to tweak the diet, other than just for me, eat a little bit more. Let's see. My current favorite recipe. I don't know if I have a favorite recipe or not. Just whatever Angie's gonna make tonight, I'm sure I'll be stoked on it. Walk hills, that's a good one, Liam. But why not jog up a hill too? It'll make you way more fit than just walking up a hill for sure. I know because I do both, and I prefer when I'm at a hill, I'd rather jog up the sucker. Um, how long does it take to lower your cholesterol on an oil-free vegan diet? Not that long. Again, I'm not a medical doctor or biochemist, but from all the books I've read, it doesn't take long at all. I'm going to say roughly a month-ish. It could be a little sooner, a little longer than that, but you should see some results pretty quickly if you're not eating dietary cholesterol. I mean, if it's not a month, just go back in another month and get your blood tested again. Andrew Perlow. There you go. He quit his raw food vegan diet and now is eating some cooked food. Thoughts on this? This is why I don't recommend raw diets. For years, this guy was going off saying how if you're going to eat cooked food, you're eating poison. I even made a response video to him, I think in 2013 or 14, just showing that his arguments against eating cooked food are just crazy. And here he is now eating the very food that he's demonized. So what can I say? Again, I like raw food. I just don't believe in eating a fully raw diet. I don't think it's an either or. Again, I don't believe in, what's the word? Not restricting, but just, I guess it is restrict, not calorie restricting, but, food group restricting. Why eat only raw whole food plants or cooked whole food plants? They're both out there and they both are good for you. So I think that's hilarious how Perlo or Perlot, whatever his name is, the guy who saying how you'll be so much healthier and so much more fit and blah 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 if you eat fully raw. God. But again, I love raw food. I just don't believe in the dogma. I love my raw food. I didn't have my bananas today because I was sick. I just had some oatmeal instead because I wanted some warmth going into my belly. Wow. Let's see. Is it okay to eat some olive oil once in a while? Yeah, you're probably not going to die if you have it once in a while. Like I said, when I go to restaurants, I get oil in there, and I don't, since it's so rare and infrequent, I doubt it's going to like take any days off my life. Um, haven't feel like eating more velocity. Why is that? Why haven't you feel like eating? There must be something going on in your life. Ooh, Byron, I wish I could have some of that oatmeal right now. I'm starting to fade a little bit. I just don't seem to have the energy and endurance. Yesterday, it was like sunny at noon. I said, I think I can go out and do a little run. I tried to Google like running while sick. They said as long as the symptoms were in the head rather than down below in the chest, you could probably do a little something. Running 2 miles yesterday slowly was a struggle. I mean, 2 miles is typically like easy, it's like a joke, but that was hard yesterday. So it showed me really clearly how I'm not healthy right now. This cold is affecting my energy. Let's see. How can you cook without oil? Yeah, someone said check out Mike the Vegan's video and check out our book here, Keep It Carb Baby. I mean, this is all like great tasty stuff. I mean, does any of this stuff look horribly untasty? I mean, look at that. If I had these tacos right now, I'd be throwing them down. And this bowl here, this guacamole bowl, if I had that, I'd be throwing it down. You don't need oil, man. You totally don't need oil. Let's see. This polenta pizza doesn't need any oil. It's freaking awesome, It's no soak kitchery. I make this almost every week. No oil in there. I mean, it tastes fine. It's a misconception that you need oil for things to taste good. I mean, we cook without oil all the time. Yeah, you would love those. You wouldn't eat those tacos and go, "Oh my god, they're okay, but they really need oil." No, you would just throw those down and go, yeah, give me another one," because that's how good they are. I I want those recipes made right now too for me, Groovy Lisa. Yeah, maybe I'll go and start the kitchery or something like that. Ah. Let's see. Tacos are dry for your taste. Depends what goes inside, really. I mean, there's no one ingredient that goes in a taco. Um, yeah, the book is salt and sugar free too, Jesse. Yeah, check it out on shop.happyhealthyvegan.org. And when we say if you want to add salt to any of the recipes, feel free. We're not going to complain or get mad or anything like that. But it's just our preferences. Um, No, it's really easy, Dr. Ace, to make oilless food. It really is. I mean, it just don't put oil in it. I mean, seriously, check out our book here. It's really easy. I make recipes from it all the time. Don't need don't need it. Yeah, I was gonna think jackfruit could be a moist taco base. That's one of the first food that came to mind when I was thinking about that. Um, okay, what else you guys talking about here? You guys are just talking about moist tacos and oilless cooking. Thunder Bay, are you trying to like give me some Andrew Perlow type reasoning against eating starch or whatever? Yeah, maybe that's right. Maybe it's not, but we're not in that period of history anymore. I heard arguments, yeah, cooking or raising grains led to granaries. Well, maybe that's true, but we're past that part of history now. It's not like we can go back and undo it. So let's say there's something bad that happened because of cooking food or something like that. It's neither here nor there. That ship has sailed a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? I mean, maybe you're right. I don't know, but who cares? And as far as modern times go, um, no fifth generation vegans. Well, first of all, the word vegan was only invented um, in the 1900s. Secondly, if you go to Loma Linda, California, you find the population known as the Seventh Day Adventists, and they have many multi generational vegans and vegetarians there. Thirdly, if you go back far enough in human history, all humans were vegans. You go back, say, a million, 2 million years, they're eating tree bark, eating fruits, eating grasses and greens. So yeah, there's more than 5 generations of vegans out there. So you're just like making some nonsense up. In fact, if you don't have to do anything as weird as that, just go look at the diet of traditional Okinawans. Less than 1% of their calories came from meat. About 3% came from animal products, and only 1%. I mean, and most of that was not from meat. It was from like fish and stuff like that. But that's still just like 3% of their calories. And they lived to 100 years. I mean, they were a centurion culture, a blue zone. So there you go. A culture eating barely any meat and living 100 years. So there's plenty of examples of long-lived people and not eating animal products. Yeah, if you go back to the beginning, we were raw vegan. Raw vegan. Humans weren't born with stoves and fire. They're just eating fruits, bark, greens. After they learned how to cook, they weren't eating meat again. They were eating cooked tubers, starchy tubers for hundreds of thousands of years as well, if not millions of years. So people were vegan way longer in human history than they were non-vegan. So that argument just sucks. Cool. Vegan Gang still wearing our shirts? Awesome. Let's see. Arizona field trip. Yeah, we need to go. We've been talking about wanting to go to Sedona, but the window of good weather for Arizona is pretty slim, spring or fall. So we got to act quickly. So thanks for reminding me about that. Cool. Zero say. Cool. I'm glad we've helped you drop 20 pounds and helped influence you positively. Thanks so much. Again, that's why we do our channel, to see that our life work actually benefits the planet and benefits people, real flesh and blood people trying to make a difference for themselves and the planet. So yeah, I guess that was my midlife crisis. What I really want to do with my years now, don't want to just have a job that I just kind of find it's not really doing much other than paying the bills. I want to do something where I feel like I'm actually, hey, if our planet's going to go down in flames, I actually want to like know I tried to help in some way. Not in some way, but as that was my, every day. Um, Peanut butter. I just mix it up. I don't have peanut butter all that often, but you have to admit that sounds really good right now. Peanut butter jelly sandwich sounds pretty good and tasty right now. Um, Sugar. I don't buy sugar or really use sugar other than natural whole food plants that have sugar in them. But no, I don't buy sugar. Um, let's see. Is salt healthy? Um, I like what Dr. McDougall says. It's not like really a health food per se, but if you need salt in order for your starchy foods to be palatable enough for you to eat them every day for the rest of your life, then use some salt. I find that once you try going salt free for like maybe a week or two, your taste buds adapt. Because right now, at a certain level, they're used to there being a lot of salt in food. And after you deny your taste buds salt for a week or two, your taste buds adapt. They become less sensitive. Or yeah, either way, they adapt to not having salt in your food. So yeah, just try it out. It's not really, I'm not saying go salt free, but you can probably use way less salt than you have been doing for most of your life. Oh, sorry to hear that, 619. Cool. Thanks, Donna. Thank you so much. Let's see. Soft drinks are healthy? Who's saying that? Oh, Harley. He's infamous for saying that. I'm not even gonna comment on that. Um, I mean, you need more than just what's in soda to be healthy, right? I mean, if you're just concerned about losing weight, again, just don't eat a lot of food. But that's not what I'm recommending at all. We're all about keeping it carbed. Let's see. Oh, my back's hurting a little bit. I guess my body's still sore from all the being sick and all. Yeah, see, Liam's cooking with salt, and I'm sure he's not dying. But yeah, I'm just saying, if you really want to give it a shot, it's kind of interesting. Just try going without salt for like a week or a week and a half, and just see what it's like. So the first few days might be kind of weird, but then you'll notice you don't need. Maybe just do that and not give up salt entirely, but just put less salt than you had been putting on. Let's see. Um, Darren Ryder is funny? I guess so. It's not so funny when he's like slandering me and stuff like that. But anyway, um, or my friends. Liam is dying, but you're saving him. I'm sure he's eating tons of fruit too, Thunder Bay, Logan. Don't worry about Liam. I mean, I wonder, Liam, do I eat more fruit than you? Because I know you're more pro being fully raw, but I wonder if I eat more fruit in a typical summer's day than you do. I'm just putting it out there. In the winter it's tougher for me, but in the summer, I mean boat tons of fruit. My smoothies in the morning, fruit at night. Anyway, vegans deny logic. We have been eating meat forever. It was what made us human. Exotic parallel. Can someone link to the video I just put out day before yesterday? The argument that we've been eating meat forever. Our ancestors have been eating meat forever. Therefore, we need to eat meat still in the present. That's just bogus. I proved it wrong on 3 different levels. So if you want to say we're not logical, try to refute my video there. So yeah, if someone could link to that, or just look for the most recent video on our channel, you'll see it. It's called like, we can't be vegan because our ancestors ate meat. Do I think I can run for longer than Durian? You're talking about Durian Rider? Well, right now I told you I'm sick, and I just tried to get out there yesterday with my cold and run 2 miles, and that was like torturous, which is outrageous. It's easy. It's just a warm up. So right now, no, I don't know. I mean, he exercises a lot. I remember I was following him on Strava. He exercised like 10, 20 hours a week. So if that's his level of training, hell no, I can't keep up with that. I tell you, I'm lucky to get 4 to 6. And right now I'm doing more weight training, like squats and deadlifts, than I am running. So definitely not. Oh, thanks, Truth. It probably just comes from not washing my hair because I'm sick. I just haven't been taking care of myself, you know? Let's see. Why, Ryan, why aren't more vegans activists? What do we do to get them off their butt? What do you mean by activists? Because there's different ways of being vegan activists. Like Dr. Greger, I don't want him to waste his time going to pig saves and stuff like that. Yeah, Joey Carbstrong, yes. Dr. Greger, present all the plant-based science data, peer-reviewed science data to people like us. And, same with Dr. Garth Davis, write books, inspire in that way. And me, I'm inspiring in my own way. I'm not a medical doctor, so I'm not qualified to do what Dr. Greger and Garth Davis and all them do. So each person has their own way to use their tools, their background, their assets. So yeah, that's my answer to that. So I think what we're doing here is activism, because every person that goes vegan due to watching YouTubers like us and others, well, the animals don't care if the person went vegan because they saw a animal cruelty video, or if I inspired them, Angie and I inspired them, because the bottom line is animals don't die once people go vegan. Those animals will not be taken to slaughter anymore. So, meaning fewer animals are raised for the slaughter over time. So it's all about getting more people to go vegan. And I think that's really what matters most. Like I said, the animals don't care why you went vegan. They just care that they're not being raised for slaughter. What's going on there, Byron? I didn't see your comment before that. You moderate on 2 channels. Let me see if I could find your comment there. Um, let's see. Let's see, Byron. What are you talking about there? Um, any plans to film with vegan couple? I really don't know them. I really never really had a conversation with them before, so I have no like established past point of communication slash friendship with those guys. So yeah, they haven't reached out to us. I haven't reached out to them. But odds are when people pass through town, I end up bumping into them. They'll probably do something with Mr. and Mrs. Vegan or something, or someone else we might know. So odds are we probably will see them at some point. Let's see. Oh, your form of activism is moderating on 2 channels, Byron. See, you're helping here to have us have a nice, clean conversation without a bunch of trolls trying to derail the conversation and the trolldom. So yeah, everyone's got their own way of contributing and helping vegan awareness. That's what I call it, vegan awareness. I mean, not everyone needs to go out and do with Earthling Ed, Joey Carbstrong do it. So it's cool. I give them props, especially Joey. But there's different ways to do it. Someone like Rich Roll, he doesn't go to stuff like that, but he inspires people. Dr. Garth inspired people who went on the doctors. So there's so many ways to inspire people to go vegan. There's not one. That's what I'm saying. There's not one right way. And I take issue with people that say, "Oh, the only way to be vegan is to do X, Y, Z." It's like, no, you can do A, B, C, or D, E, F. There's many ways you can be a vegan inspiring person. There's not one way. Dr. Greger should go to PigSafe. No, he'd be wasting his time. He should be wasting his time. He should be investing that time into reviewing more studies that I can utilize and quote from to debunk all these vegan hater people. See, Rich Roll's book made you go vegan, inspired you. Cool. How did I physically feel when I went vegan? I felt great, and I haven't stopped feeling great, basically. Only time I didn't really feel great is when I was fully raw, and it was because I realized I wasn't getting enough calories. So other than that, I still felt pretty good considering I was hungry most of the time. Again, not to diss the diet, I'm just saying if you're a big mofo like me, 6'5", 185 pounds, a vegan diet by definition is less calorically dense than an animal product-based diet. It's got those have more fat, which have more calories per gram. But anyway, what I'm saying is, yeah, you got to eat a lot of food when you're vegan, and if you're raw, you got to eat a lot of food. Yes, our filter removes fluoride. Yeah, totes. Our water filter removes fluoride. Let's see. Thanks, Lisa. Thanks so much. Thanks. Keep It Carb too, Angie's next book. It's not called that, but yeah, she's working on it. Not this particular moment, but yeah, she's almost every week I see her get a new recipe happening. She's testing it out, tweaking it. It's coming. It won't be out this year. I know how she works. She wants it to be done right. Vegan heroes. I don't know. I mean, just people you see me talk about all the time on our channel. Those are probably my heroes. But I guess mine are kind of the vegan doctors, I guess. You know, I like those guys. I like all the facts. I like having all the facts together, the health facts. But then, I like the environmental facts too. Let's see, basketball talk here, Milan. I should do workouts that are made for basketball. Well, I am. I'm doing deadlifts and squats. I mean, that's a very common strength building routine. Again, I'm not. I've pretty much given up bicep curls and bench presses and stuff like that for now. I just want overall strength because I know when I'm posting up down the post, big biceps really not going to help that much. It's going to have all the leg muscles, the big quadriceps, the core all working together. My back and shoulder muscles are getting stronger. So yeah, I'm doing stuff that helps out basketball players, and it helps in your vertical too, as opposed to doing bicep curls. I'm not trying to get a beautiful beach body that I can just rip off my shirt and show you guys, hey, look at me. I'm not doing that kind of thing. I don't think you'll even be able to notice that I'm doing all the strength training lately. Yeah, I'm not doing bench or anything right now. I'm just 5 sets of squats, 5 sets of deadlifts, and I'm doing 5 reps 5 times for squats, 5 for deadlifts. So that's what I'm working on each week. I add another 5-ish pounds. Some weeks I'll jump up 10 pounds. So it's all progressing along. But like I said, I couldn't go yesterday because I'm too freaking sick. But yeah, that's what I'm working on. That's what I'm working on. Let's see. Do I have any personal illness or issues go? Well, I think you're talking to me there. Let's see. Record myself working out. Yeah, Milan. I was actually thinking about filming like how I trained in a day on Monday, but since I missed yesterday, I probably won't have the strength that I would normally have, if I had gone my normal twice a week. So I will. I'll do it again. Maybe Thursday. Next week on Thursday. I'll have my thing back together. But yeah, it's all progressing. I mean, it's coming along. Yeah, and strength training is good for us older folks for sure. But yeah, I love doing my deadlifts. I love doing my squats. I'm enjoying it. And unfortunately, I said it's not going to make me look all ripped or anything like that. But that's not why I'm getting into it. I'm not trying to like look beautiful and get chicks or anything like that. I just want to be stronger when I play basketball. Because I think all my many years of running, I lost some muscle in my leg. And my legs are still big, so I think I still have the potential to get those muscles bigger and stronger over time. But I want to just be able to squat and deadlift my body weight. Very modest goals, and I'm really close to that in the deadlift. Probably just another couple weeks out from that. Yeah, I was doing dumbbell presses, Justin, but right now this just takes up time again. I can kind of, I've noticed from doing the squats and deadlifts, my chest muscles are getting stronger. I can do more push-ups now than ever before. So once I hit my goals of deadlifts and squats, I'll probably maybe get back into some dumbbell presses for chest again, but I don't care right now. Again, that's just, not going to help me in basketball all that much, but the squatting and deadlifts are. Oh, thanks, Leah. Thank you so much. I wasn't trying to get a compliment there, but thank you. Yes, I might get a walking cane in the near future, Cam. Totally. Just kidding. Yeah, Liam, there's other things I can add. I've cut out, bicep curls. I've cut out bench press. I don't have time for overhead press. I mean, the 40 odd minutes I put into my weight training is plenty right there. I mean, I play basketball, then I do my weight training, then I go home. I don't have time to do all this stuff. But I know if I'm doing the deadlifts, squats, I'm getting the biggest bang for my buck. So we'll see. Once I hit my goals with them, maybe I'll branch out, add some more. I'll drop one of those 2 and add another one. We'll see. I'm just really motivated to keep my deadlifts and squats routine going right now. Let's see. Let's see. Did I see any health improvements when I went vegan? Yeah, I've talked about that many times in my life. I mean, just overall, just like feeling more energetic, less lethargy. What is my basketball warm up? I usually spend the first 5 minutes not even shooting. I just go in and I dribble. I just start doing all my dribbling drills I do, and sometimes I'll do dribble and pass drills like I'll dribble for a bit, then I'll throw the ball off the wall and start, just dribble and passing. I'll dribble between the legs, stuff like that. And after about 5 odd minutes of that, then I'll go and just get close to the rim and just start doing easy jump shots. Well, not even jump shots, just easy shooting. And then start backing up, free throw line, then finally 3-point line, stuff like that. So it probably takes me about a good 15, 20 minutes to warm up in basketball. I don't want to just get to the gym and start playing. That's a recipe for pulling a muscle, injury and stuff like that. So yeah, I warm up nice and slowly, kind of like I do when I run. I would start at a really slow pace. And I think that's really important when you're older, like I am. When I was younger, I didn't warm up like that. But when you're older, it really doesn't, you can't cut your warm up if you want to stay healthy, not getting injured. Let's see. Let's see. I'm missing some questions here before. Planned Parenthood vegan? I don't know. I have no freaking idea, man. I have no idea what Planned Parenthood does or does not do. I do know for an absolute fact, though, that no, that's not them. Okay, now I won't even talk about that. I think my fact was wrong there. Anyway, B12 level 330 bad for brain function. I thought you just want to be at least over 200. Is that correct? Again, I'm not a medical doctor. But that is getting on the lower end of things. So yeah, why not supplement, right? Why not? Do I do calisthenics? No, not really. I mean, I don't have time to do everything there, Milan. No, you heard my basketball warm up. You heard my weightlifting routine right now. Just getting overall body strength. What pro baller can I beat one-on-one? I would say hopefully none. I mean, if I could beat a pro, then they're a pretty crappy pro, right? I mean, I shouldn't be able to beat anyone who's a professional in any country. I shouldn't be able to beat a Division I NCAA player. I shouldn't, or else they're a crappy NCAA Division I player. So I hope that answers your question there. Is mowing lawn an insect holocaust? I don't know. I don't have a lawn. Should animals have the right to vote? Yeah, that'd be cool, huh? I don't think that'll ever happen, but that'd be cool. That would change things, huh? Let's see. Ryan, I'm vegan though. I can beat anyone one-on-one. No, I'm a good one-on-one player. I'll say that. But yeah, I shouldn't be able to beat a professional or Division I or II NCAA athlete. I shouldn't, But yeah, I'm a pretty good one-on-one player just because of the unique attributes of my body. I'm really, what you can see here, I'm long. I am long. I have like the wingspan of a NBA guard or small forward. I'm 6'5". And I'm pretty quick too for my size. A lot of guys my size are slow. I can guard, big guys. I can guard shorter guards most of the time. I like to stay in front of them and bother them with my length. So when you put that all together, I like one-on-one. It's my favorite matchup. I like that. Just one person on one. I guess because I'm play tennis too, and I like that, where you can just like work on one person, focus on their strengths and weaknesses, and figure out how your strengths and weaknesses match up and how you can try to exploit that. It's a chess match. I don't even talk about Planned Parenthood right now. I'm sick. I'm tired. I don't want to get on some weird, crazy tangent or anything like that. The hair is giving me the edge of beating the pros. I said I shouldn't be able to beat any pros. How do I feel about saying plants feel pain? I talked about this earlier. It's as far as we know how biology works on species on planet Earth, it's impossible to experience pain unless you have a brain and central nervous system. I mean, it's like, here's the argument I like to give people. What if we it's a thought experiment, sedated someone and remove their brain and central nervous system? Would they have experiences, emotions, and pain anymore? No, hell no. So anyway, I don't want to endorse any of those shoe companies, even though for basketball, I do tend to get them from one of those bigger companies just because they have the best grip on the bottom. I've tried a few, and I really like my feet to stay planted as opposed to sliding around. Yeah, there's no central nervous system or brains in plants. Yeah, it's like the same reason why they don't have any emotions. They can't experience anger or fear, plants, because there's no central nervous system, unlike animals. Let's see. Um, PB2, what the heck are you talking about there? Wow, you guys are talking about some strange stuff right now. I'm not sure how much longer I keep this up, man, with this cold. I am just not feeling super energized right now. Oh, white seed. Cool. Any chance for a love spirals or love spirals downwards vinyl? Good question, white seed. I don't know. Just because the market, I know vinyl is more in demand now than it has been for most of its, the past, 10, 20 years, but still the expense of making vinyl, I'm not sure if we're gonna, not only just to press it up, but to produce the artwork and everything, remaster it. I don't think so. I right now I would say probably not. It's in fact we haven't even talked about vinyl for our new album, which is pretty much done. But now we gotta get it mastered. We need some photo shoots of us. We need to make the artwork, so that's all going to start happening soon, hopefully. Um, Powdered peanut butter, yeah, yeah. We used to, yeah, we get that from time to time. It's kind of fun. Favorite vegan doctor, all of them. Oh, they're all cool. Let's see. If I became rich, how would my diet change? Um, I mean, steak and lobster symbolize wealthy people diets. Well, that's crazy. I mean, why would you want to have your wealth reflected in eating dead animals? That's silly. I mean, that's crazy. I mean, are people that shallow that they need their diet to reflect their financial status or something like that? I mean, I would eat the same. I would eat whole food plants. I don't care, what my economic status was. Yeah, I would, if I were rich, I wouldn't worry when cherry season happens. I wouldn't be nervous spending like $40 at farmer's market on fresh local cherries. I would just drop $100 and eat them all. That's how much I love them. So yeah, maybe I just buy a little bit more. Do people recognize this around town in Long Beach? Yeah, yeah, totally. Especially like farmers market and just like Whole Foods. And when we go to like restaurants like Veggie Grill or what have you, we'll get recognized. So yeah, that we do get recognized around town. Let's see. Um, yeah, I wish have people ask for an autograph. No, selfies are the new autograph. Autograph's kind of old school, isn't it? I mean, we'll sign people's books and stuff like that, but no, it's all about the selfie. Um, let's see. Does chlorella have B12? I don't believe I don't believe so. Could someone help us out there? Do I agree more with a starch-based diet or a more 80-10-10 diet, Pedro? Well, 80-10-10, as long as you're not limiting that to the raw 80-10-10. You can have, the whole food plant-based 80-10-10. That's fine, totally cool with that, even though I think it doesn't hurt to have a little bit more fat than 10% calories from fat. But yeah, let's see. Um, Yeah, groovy. Lisa, if you ever meet us, you can have a selfie with us for sure. People take selfies with us all the time. Sometimes people are shy. I would say, you want to take a selfie, right? And yeah, so yeah, it's cool. Let's see, what else you guys talking about here? Um, let's see. Okay, I see some pet questions here. You feed your dog non-vegan. You're not sure if you should call yourself a vegan. Well, you know, I mean, it all depends on how your animal reacts to eating a plant-based diet. I've seen some do really well and others not so well. So that's why I don't want to tell you. You got to do such and such, and I don't want that to cause your animal to get ill and it goes to the hospital and you blame it on us or something like that. So yeah, you're a vegan. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, but don't worry about if you're still a vegan or not. When it really comes down to it, their nutritional requirements are very different from humans. And it's debatable whether animals can be vegan or not. I don't even want to pretend I know the answer to that as far as pets go. But we know for an absolute fact that it's absolutely unnecessary for human beings to eat meat. So, control that because you have control over that and you have the knowledge that that is a healthy way to go. So, focus on what you're doing and don't worry so much about, if what you're doing to your pets disqualifies you. Um, yeah, I have 10 bananas most days, Byron. But yeah, not when I'm sick like today. I had a much smaller breakfast. I'm starting to feel hungry now. I think I'm feeling the calorie deficit from not eating as much while I'm sick. What else you guys talking about here? Yeah, I can't believe I'm still doing this. Um, let's see. Why would you be afraid to eat over 4 bananas a day, Cam? Are you joking? Why would you be afraid to eat 4 bananas? Um, do we give reviews on Happy Cow? No, we actually use that site all the time, relying on other people's reviews. And I know the guys that run Happy Cow; they're really cool. I see them around town all the time. But no, I can't say for sure that I've ever left a review on Happy Cow. If so, maybe one or two. It's Do I ever eat at Vegan Nirvana? Yes, Kay the Vegan. Totally. Yeah, I totally love their fish tacos there. Those are really, really good. Really, really tasty. Do I feel heavy after 10 bananas? Well, I don't feel heavy. I feel like, I put a lot of liquid in me because I have smoothies. I make the bananas into smoothies. So, yeah, I don't want to go to the gym with 10 bananas. It's something I'll do after I'm done running or playing basketball or working out or anything like that. Oh, cool. Paralympic curling is happening right now. Cool. Maybe I'll check that out when I get off. Um, I haven't watched any of the Paralympics yet. Let's see. Do I ever get tired of being identified as a vegan and just want to blend in? Hell no. I mean, blend in with just like everyone who's eating meat and stuff like that. I mean, no, I'm proud. I'm proud of the decision I've made to not eat animals and consume animal products. I think it was one of the best decisions I've ever made. So I feel no need to want to blend in. That's being said, I don't always walk around with a vegan t-shirt on. Like right now, I'm not wearing a vegan t-shirt. I'm wearing a 5K race t-shirt. So, you don't always have to let everyone know you're vegan at all times. Following March Madness. No, no, I don't really watch much college ball. I barely have time to watch the pros who are, by definition, better athletes, better basketball players. Um, Let's see. Yeah, I heard about the doctors on jackfruit. I got to check that out. I just haven't been watching much YouTube while I'm sick right now, and I was busy all last week wearing out my immune system so I could get sick this week. Um, Riziki, what are you saying? You're a high sensitive person. Can vegan life help you thrive? What do you mean by sensitive person and help you thrive in what way? If you answer that, we'll jump in there. Um, Podcast, yeah, Angie does a music podcast, but as far as a healthy vegan podcast, no, this is it. We're doing it on YouTube. Rick and Morty. Oh, is that yeah, is that some I don't know much about them basically. Um, when do I go to bed? Um, I don't know, like 1:30, wake up around 10:30, something like that. That's my normal time. Not too late, not too early. But I'm like, a few hours delayed past like normal people time, I guess. Um, let's see. What do I put on my banana smoothies aside from the bananas? I put in other fruits too, seasonal fruits. In the summer, it'll be like cherries or peaches. Right now, I just put in strawberries. Put in some almond milk, some coconut water. In the summer, I'll throw in some ice cubes too, and that's my banana smoothie recipe, basically. Really simple, really easy. Let's see. What? People on Instagram posting food of fish and eggs call themselves vegan? I'm not a nitpicker or anything, but that kind of goes against the definition of what vegan is, right? Yeah, Marcus, I know what you're saying. Yeah, I hate it when I'm watching a movie or commercials that come on and they show all these animal products and or just the family in the movie eating a bunch of meat and dairy. It's like, oh man, you know, just reinforcing these bad behaviors that people should keep doing them. Like it's normal, right? It's not. It shouldn't be normal to eat dead animals that someone killed for you. Man, we should make more recipe videos. I'll get Angie back on that for sure. How are these fruits better than bananas? And no two bananas are the same. Like they're different plantations. There's different species. Yeah, I like peaches. I put them in my smoothies too. But bananas are a quality fruit, at least the ones I buy that I can get year round, basically. Um, how can you become a mod? I don't know. If I need more mods, I haven't seen you around, Kelvin. If I see you around more, I'll consider that for sure. Um, Logan, you want some raw fruit recipe videos? Well, if you look on our channel, Logan, we have maybe a dozen or more raw recipes, like, not even counting my banana smoothie recipes, there's a whole bunch. I mean, our channel, I tell you, is very raw friendly. I want to emphasize that. However, I'm not like you going to go and say people should eat mostly raw or anything like that. People shouldn't limit their whole food plants to like one or another category, raw versus cooked. Just eat whole food freaking plants. Eat fruit, eat legumes, eat potatoes. Apples are better than bananas. Wow. I didn't know that, Pedro. I had no idea. I'll look into that. Um, let's see. Oh, thanks, EG. Huh. Cacao has cholesterol? Huh. I'll try to remember to check that out. I was not aware of that. Um, let's see. Oh, poor guy's double posting on you. Oh, well, we'll deal with it. Don't worry about that. Um, yeah, peaches and strawberries, those are great fruits too. I mean, there's no bad fruits really. I mean, unless you can't eat enough of them or something like that. Let's see. Um, I'm getting pretty tired here, guys. Let's go a little bit more here. I'll mention again, if you're in the area, we're doing our meetup this Sunday in Long Beach. Check our Facebook event page. It's at a bar called Fourth and Vine. We're bringing our vinyl and DJing. We're going to be eating Mexican food that our friends have just Vegano selling Mexican stuff like huevos rancheros and breakfast burritos. So, yeah, check out on Facebook. We'll be there. We'll take selfies with you. Probably bring some shirts and books along too. Are there any vegan sources of cholesterol? Well, I told you mine went up after having vegan dairy-free ice cream, which is coconut based. So yeah, that raised my cholesterol a little bit too. So yeah, don't worry. You can, if you really want cholesterol, you can still raise your cholesterol on a plant-based diet if somehow that's really important to you. But yeah, hopefully I'll feel better on Sunday because right now this would be a really difficult day for me to go out and meet up in real life because this is pretty hard right now, just sitting in my house. Favorite fruit I rarely eat. Yeah, cherries. They only exist here, the local fresh cherries in California for about 5, sometimes 6-ish weeks. I go crazy. I don't hold back. I just buy boatloads of them because when they're gone, and I have to wait 11 months again for them. So yeah, that's my favorite one, man. I stock up on the cherries. Love cherries. God, they seem so far away right now though. But it is approaching. Maybe I'll start seeing them in another 5-6 weeks if I get lucky. We'll see. Yeah, something like that. Jellyfish group stand, something like that. I don't know how the whole biological or biochemical mechanism works, but something like that. You totally got it. Um, um, let's see, mangoes. Yeah, I love mangoes too, Jesse. Particularly the California mangoes, which appear here in like September. They're really, really good. See, I really like fruits, but there's really not many options right now. My best options are, bananas, which are imported from Central America, and not too many fruits are growing right now. Citrus, apples, but our favorite apple farmer had a frost, so his crops wiped out. Strawberries. Not a lot of options unless you live in the tropics right now. SoCal Veg Fest. I believe it's in early May, so check that out. Just Google it. So, all right, guys, I have officially reached my tiredness point here. I cannot continue any longer. My endurance is severely weakened here in my cold state. So hopefully, I'm over the hump on this dumb cold, and I'll be able to go to our meetup just fine on Sunday. Or maybe if worse comes worse, I'll go, but leave it early if I'm just really kind of suffering and stuff like that. So Logan's eating bugs. I missed that whole conversation there. So anyway, thanks guys. I'm glad you stuck with me here in my sickened state. My first live stream with a cold, actually. I've been healthy since January of 2015. No colds or flus or anything like that. So I'm gonna go get some food happening, get some more rest, sit on the couch, and just chill out and just try to get my energy back. And that comes from resting. So anyway, guys, thanks so much. I'm not sure when I'll be back on next. You probably won't see me until next week, knowing that today's Friday and our meetup's on Sunday. So yeah, it'll be sometime next week. So just keep on, look for the notifications from us all. So no, not coming to New York anytime, Calvin. Thanks for asking, but no plans yet. Maybe Portland this summer. But anyway, guys, I need to go. #rest Amanda Miller. Thanks so much, and peace to you, Marcus. And thanks for all the best wishes there for me getting healthy, and hopefully this last cold I get is vegan for a long time. So, all right, good night, guys. You guys have been awesome. Thank you. And remember, go get a copy of Keep It Car Baby. I just picked up some more black t-shirts too from our t-shirt printers. So see you guys.